Hello. Yesterday, I was on the phone for maybe three-quarters of an hour or something to my youngest daughter, and we were talking about some relationship things, her relationship, my relationship, various things. It was personal stuff. It's kind of nice, actually. It was a nice conversation. And during this talk, we were talking about the conversation thing sort of over here, and that's a central thing. But while we were talking, and I shared this with her, there was just something else that went into my mind, and it was what I call an aha moment. It was just one of those "I've got it" sort of thing. And it's something. It's crazy how we wrestle with things for a while. Know there's something not quite there that you haven't got the answer to, and then suddenly you get it. It's a really lovely feeling, actually. So this was all about what I actually got is what is it about these beautiful women who come to see me for psychic readings, any age from 21, 22, right up to 25 maybe, all the way up to probably in their 70s, some of them, and there's something there. And I call it that special something, and that's just I've never really been able to put my finger on what it was. I just find these women an absolute joy to talk to. They give me something. They energise me. They do something, and I think that's the magic about you as a woman, what you do to men. Yeah, there's that other side of it. There's the physical side, and that part that goes into the reptilian brain when we see something. I'm not talking about that. That's a sexual thing, and I'm actually not talking about that. Like, this is something else. They are assets. And we call them booty assets. I get that, and those assets I'm talking about are also, which is not. It's not the lipstick and the makeup and that sort of stuff. This is when you strip all that other stuff away, and there's something very, very special there. And I kind of went down, I came home, and I thought, I need to go through this, and I need to dig into it. I meditated a bit on it, actually, which was really interesting. And I came up with this thing, and I thought, yeah, what these women have, or what you have, I should say, because you're probably a woman listening to this, is, and we all have this, men have this as well. There's a shadow there. Okay, you have a shadow, I have a shadow. I can see yours, you can see mine, but I can't see mine, and you can't see yours. I call it shadow. There's nothing negative about this. It's actually fantastic. It makes us who we are. Actually, it's really quite amazing. And anyway, so with this shadow, there are things that come through that I see in you, and some of the things are to do with humility. And when you have humility, you have a calmness to you. With that humility is also, I would be thinking, to a respect for yourself and a respect for others. And it's really quite beautiful, and that's this thing about in the respect is you never feel inferior to others. Um, your past is, and this is an age thing, because I think there's a maturity in this. I think a 21 or a 25-year-old doesn't quite get this so much. You realize that there's been some ups and downs of your life, and you know those ups and downs are there, but you don't actually worry about them. Yeah, I was down here, I was up there, I was down there, and these can be anything from the death of spouses and parents and things, all the way through to end of relationships and things like that. It's the ups and downs of life that you actually realize are really important to your sort of upbringing. Um, Now, there's some other things that are glaringly obvious to me as a male, which I see all the time, and this is what you guys don't like so much. Things like you are incredibly beautiful, you're charming, you're nurturing, you're captivating, and you're very, very sexy. Now, the sexy thing I put over there in that other. Bucket, but it's still there. It's called sex appeal, actually. It's still there. You also protecting your space, it just seems to be so important to you. You're not into seeking attention. Mind you, you are into seeking attention when you're with the ones you love, because you can talk, you can say anything you like. And that's what I see as a psychic. I have someone sitting here, I'll be sitting across from them. These people absolutely 100% trust me because they know it's not going to go anywhere else. And I'm not going to judge you. During a psychic reading, I've learnt this a long, long time ago. I have some fantastic, amazing stories, but also get some really stories that I just go, that's the way she is. I'm not going to judge that. It's really incredible, especially some of the things about what women are thinking. Wow, this is enlightening, Um, this protecting your own space thing of when you're with a loved one, for example, a partner, someone you trust, when it is a partner, you can sit on the couch and you can just, things can come out. And that's when there's a mutual attention. And that's really quite beautiful. Um, you love to follow your heart. Um, and when you follow your heart, that leads to the passion of life, and that goes back to what I was saying about the ups and downs, of your life. When it's up here, it's down there. It doesn't really matter what it is. You follow that. And I think lastly of these points I've come up with would be to do with being true to yourself, and that's probably the most amazing thing of all. Now, that being true to yourself is just whatever in your heart is, that's just you. Okay, you're not trying to be anybody else or be pretensive or anything like that. It's really quite amazing. So what all that folds up to be is a thing called grace. Beauty and grace, but mostly grace. As soon as we say beauty, we start to put different connotations on it. We categorize beauty. Grace is not categorized. If I said grace to you, you know what I'm talking about. So please think about this and go with it. Grace is your asset. It's who you actually are. Okay?